Hey, Steve and Veronica Kibler here again, and today it's the last day of 2023, and we'd like to go over all the stuff that we did this year. We're starting our YouTube channel and some of the places we visited and all that, and just want to share with you what's going on in 2023.
I think we're not the only ones who think that 2023 went by really fast.
It definitely did. Yeah.
I think a lot of folks were feeling like we had a lot to catch up on after COVID and wanted to go out and do things and be amongst family and friends and visit restaurants and destinations that we didn't get to do during
the pandemic.
Yeah. So today, not today, but this year went by like, to me, it seems
really fast.
like one day.
We had a lot going on in our personal life as far as relocating to a new town and all that.
A new state, actually.
A new state altogether, yes.
Yeah, moved from Indiana to beautiful Tennessee, and we are loving being in Tennessee, our new home. So we are absolutely thrilled that we finally made it to Tennessee after about 20 years. So originally we wanted to come to
Tennessee a long time
ago, and we finally made it.
Yeah, so now we're here. And, we started off our YouTube channel in Indiana, and we didn't know quite sure what we were going to do with our channel, whether we were just going to do how-tos or cooking or restaurant reviews or travel. And so we kind of started off with some like unboxing of like a Black & Decker edger, was one of the first videos, and you did a cooking video on using a single burner on our countertop.
Because I love to cook.
So we've came a long ways. I was going to kind of go over some of the stuff that we did. Then we took a little trip while still living in Indiana. We took a little trip.
I'm gonna feed the cat.
You're gonna feed the cat?
I think he's hungry.
Okay.
I think our boy cat is hungry.
Yeah. So. Our girl cat here is over here. That's Tabitha. She's
Tigger likes to eat all the time.
Cat. Tigger, he's getting kind of old and cranky. He always wants to eat. Veronica's going to give him a little something to eat there. And, so anyhow, hopefully, but these are our kitties. These are our fur babies. Our son-in-law and daughter, grandbaby, was with us in one video here. We went down to it was a trip to Gatlinburg from when we were still living in Indiana, and that kind of sealed our deal as far as wanting to move here to Tennessee, because we came down here and really enjoyed it. We went to the Margaritaville resort in Gatlinburg, so we have a video on that as well. And that was a lot of fun. It was a fun little trip. And on the way back, we stopped at the original KFC. It's a museum now, but it's where Colonel Sanders started. It was just a regular restaurant at the time when he started, and that's the story of Kentucky Fried Chicken. There's a museum there and all that. It was a lot of fun. I got to show my daughter and grandbaby and my wife were places I went when I was a kid. And we also visited a zoo in Indiana, and we went to the oldest restaurant in Indiana. We did a video on that. It's called the Log Inn. And they specialize in chicken. They have a really good
fried chicken
service there.
And it's a restaurant that Abraham Lincoln
visited. Correct. Back in 1848.
Yes.
Before he became president.
So that was kind of neat to go have dinner at a restaurant where
we ate in the same room that Abraham Lincoln ate in many years ago. Yeah. And then we went out. The Bandanas Barbecue place.
Yes.
We went there.
Another great place to eat at in Evansville, Indiana.
In Evansville, Indiana area.
They have some delicious
definitely
barbecue.
Recommend going to get barbecue there.
Yes. When my parents visited, we took them there, and my sister Angelica, and they really liked it. And then of course Jessica and Sean said he could eat there every day.
Every day. My son-in-law said
her son-in-law loved the barbecue.
We also did a video on the replica of the Pinta. One of the ships that Columbus was involved with. Finding the New World.
Yes.
And So that was kind of neat. So we have a video on that
Again,
as well.
That one also in Indiana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
In honor of visiting the replica La Pinta, then we went to eat at Long John Silver's.
Long John Silver's, yeah.
And so we have a video on Long John
that,
Silver's in one of the really good ones in Evansville, because you know they vary depending on
where you're at,
and who's managing them, and
right.
you know what kind of
that particular Long John Silver's, I think, is probably one of the best ones we've been to on the west side of Evansville, if you're in that area. And we watched the rodeo with the Vanderburgh County Fairgrounds.
Yes.
We watched that this year and recorded that, and that was fun. One of the guys from the TV show Yellowstone was one of the hosts of the event. And, you know, he did the prayer and all that stuff, so it was kind of neat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they opened up with a prayer.
Yeah.
And I believe the anthem, our anthem.
Oh, they had the national anthem.
National anthem.
It was a fun and patriotic event.
Very patriotic.
You know,
yes.
And you know, the cowboys and cowgirls did a great job. You know?
Yeah, it was a really fun show.
And then, you know, we also wanted to share some safety stuff, like we were showing the detector for flammable gas and CO2. So.
CO2. We have a video on that, so check it out if you get a chance. Safety tip.
And then also, our battery ran out on one of our key fobs for the our vehicle, and so you know, we wanted to show. I wasn't sure how to replace the battery in it, so I did some research, and I figured, well, there's probably a lot of other people out there that don't know how, so we did a video on that as well.
Yeah.
And you know, we were just trying to come up with different things to show and share with people. And we made a little trip to the Azalea Path in Gibson County in Indiana, and that was a real fun thing. I went there with my sister and brother-in-law Greg and my sister Lisa, and that was a fun little.
That's a better place to visit earlier than when we went. Cause the azaleas were pretty much had all blue.
We got there probably in the middle of May, and if you there at the beginning of May, I think you'll probably see more azaleas if that's your goal, is to see azaleas. And also showed you how to get rust stains out of concrete. You know, I probably won't go into every video we did. I tried to show a little bit. Obviously, we'd like for you to go to our channel if you haven't subscribed already, and you know, subscribe to our channel. And
then you hit, if you click on the bell,
you'll get notified.
You'll get notices as soon as our videos come out, and then you get a chance to take a look at those as well. Yeah. So, you know, we have a couple more videos. I mean, our Cracker Barrel was our best video so far this year. With starting in 2023, we did a breakfast at Cracker Barrel, and that today is our best as far as views go, and people subscribe to our channel and stuff. So far, we haven't found a better restaurant that serves the best pancakes. Yeah. But if we do, we will let you know. Yeah. But in our opinion, is still the leader of pancakes. Cracker Barrel. If we're craving pancakes, that's where we go. Cracker Barrel. They have some really good pancakes. We do like Cracker Barrel. I'll say that during the 1990s, I don't think I had a bad meal at a Cracker Barrel. And so it was always a long time favorite. And when we lived out in California, they didn't have Cracker Barrels for a long time. So when we moved back to the Midwest, I really enjoyed getting close to a Cracker Barrel again. And of course, here in Tennessee is where they started. And so they're everywhere. And they're everywhere. So yeah, Cracker Barrel galore in Tennessee. Yeah, there's like, you know, 4 Cracker Barrels in our area alone, right? And they're usually really busy, but they have really good service. So luckily for us that they do, because we usually don't have a long wait at all. I'll say that their meals, lunch and dinner they're still good stuff, but they're not as good as they were back in the 90s. And their portions used to be larger too. The pandemic hurt a lot of restaurants, in my opinion. Yes, a lot of restaurants have to reduce the portions, and Cracker Barrel being one of them, a lot faster than others. And And I was kind of sad that they did away with that really fantastic large salad they used to serve with a fresh green onion that you really
It
liked.
was called their house. It was what they called their house salad, and it was.
And it was always fresh, and it was a large plate.
Very large.
Delicious fresh salad.
And it
lettuce
came.
and tomato and.
It was a side, an upgraded side, but it also came with when they used to serve a prime rib, not prime rib, but ribeye steak. They served it. You know, that was one of the sides that came with that meal, and that was pretty good.
So we really miss the delicious fresh salads that Cracker
So
Barrel
Cracker
used to
Barrel, if you're watching, bring that back.
Don't change the whole menu. Just bring back
some of the things that
what you used to have in the
there.
90s. That's what a lot of people miss.
Our boy over there,
He is getting into something. Mr. Tiggers, you already ate. You're being a bad boy. He knows he's being a bad boy.
You gotta watch him. So anyhow, one of the places we went to, which was kind of a surprise on our trip to Tennessee from Indiana, was a place called Hattie B's.
Oh yes.
You know, if you've ever, this was in the Nashville area, Nashville, Tennessee area, and oh boy, Hattie B's hot chicken. Oh man, that was good.
Really good. But we've heard that depending again on the restaurant location that you go to, some are better than others. Luckily, our daughter's friend recommended the one that she had tested and gone to different ones. So she said this one's better than the other one. Go to this one. And I don't recall what street.
I want to say it was Church Street, but I could be wrong.
Familiar.
I know it began with a C. I think it was Church Street.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
So I apologize if it wasn't on Church
It's on the video.
It's on the video.
We did a video, right, on that?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Well, it's just a short
short
video on that one. We didn't actually film in the.
No.
Like I had a still shot, and then I talked about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're craving spicy chicken, Hattie B's is the place to go.
Pretty good. Hattie B's. If you're in the Nashville area, and I think there's a few others in Tennessee and maybe one or two other states. So south. And then of course Veronica did a lot of cooking. She made oxtail, which is really good, and I mean, I really enjoyed making the videos for Veronica when she was cooking, but it's a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie to you, those cooking videos are a lot of work. There's so much prep work involved, and getting the food and making sure you're doing everything on time, and adding the ingredients at the right time.
We're cooking something right now. I gotta go add an ingredient. So I'll be right back.
She's making one of her, in my opinion, famous beef soups, Mexican style. And of course, Tabitha. What do you got to say, Tabitha? Do you want to show people how you've been practicing your singing songs? You want to sing? You want to sing a song? Yeah? Okay. All right. You want to sing? We wish you a merry. We wish you a merry. We wish you a merry and a happy new. All right. She doesn't want to sing. Normally she sings every time I stop singing. She'll sing also. Yeah, 'cause she's our singer. Yeah. Yeah. No, don't scratch the chair now. Yeah, but it's we did have a sad time in the 2023. My mother passed away. She was 89 years old, so she lived a long life, but she did pass away in April of 2023. So I miss my mom. First Christmas and all that in a long time. That haven't been able to talk to my mom, but I know she's in heaven now with our dad, and so it was kind of a sad time for my siblings and I. But you know, you go on, and hopefully she would have liked the YouTube channel.
No, don't scratch.
I know a lot of
don't scratch.
the videos that we've done she would have liked, and all that, and all the stuff that we see. You know.
Yeah. She enjoyed going out for
she definitely liked going out for drives and going places, and she always liked going to the Great Smoky Mountain area. You know, her and Dad loved to, you know, bring us kids down to the Tennessee area and all that. So
you guys do your road trips?
Yeah, we would do little road trips, you know, growing up, and of course my oldest brother went to college down here in Tennessee, and so yeah, they'd come down to see him and all that. And us younger ones, you know, we would, go along for those trips. And so, and we got a lot of fond memories of.
Both your parents lived a very long lives.
Lived a very long life. Mm-hmm. Very fortunate to have had them as long as I did. You know. So anyhow, I also put together a workbench. You know, I got a video on how to put together a workbench that I got from a store called Menards one time, and then that Mexican market we went to, that was pretty neat. It just opened in the Evansville area. They didn't really have many places to get authentic Mexican produce and stuff,
and spices, and a lot of different products.
So the new store had opened, and we went in and videoed it on for opening day, I think it was. Yeah,
they had a lot of really authentic Mexican products that Mexican people cook with.
Yeah. So that was a lot of fun to do that video. And of course, we went to places like Texas Roadhouse and Longhorn Steakhouse, and that had really good food at those places. Those videos turned out real well, I thought, as far as what we got to eat. And then we decided we would just go ahead and come down and check out Tennessee. We came down here to look at houses and stuff, and then
well, a lot of things started to change for my job, work, and so I needed to.
Veronica still works a full-time job.
So
and
then also taking into consideration your health issues. So trying to be in an area where you don't have to shovel snow. Can't shovel snow. There's a lot of stuff I can't do as much. Yeah, because
I used to.
Your lungs, his lungs got damaged with the COVID. So
so I had a lot of scar tissue in my lungs,
which makes it difficult for you to breathe when bending down and doing certain things.
So I'm limited on things I can do anymore. But where we lived at in California, we had really, really big snows. We lived up in the mountains out there, and we get like 3 or 4 feet of snow, and I couldn't do that at all. And with Veronica's work, she needed to be a little closer to a main hub office.
But anyways, your other videos that you were talking about, the rest of them mainly, I think, have been here in Tennessee.
Yeah, we went to downtown Sevierville and saw the Dolly statue and all that, and that just that was kind of what set seeing Sevierville and all that for the first time actually looking around Sevierville itself. The downtown area is really kind of what got me motivated as far as coming down here and moving to Tennessee. So we looked at a lot of houses down here and ate at some good restaurants, Holston's, kitchen, we did that. And of course, after getting set up here, we ventured out to the island and did Paula Dean's restaurant. We went there. And if you've never been to the island in Pigeon Forge in Tennessee, that's a really nice place to go visit. There's a few restaurants that we need to go try yet, but
they have a lot of little shops like candy shops. They have, I think, ice cream, and then they have souvenirs.
And they have another Margaritaville resort
right there at the island. And there's a beautiful water fountain with music. Water moves to the music, and then they have the Ferris wheel.
Yeah, it's like a Ferris wheel. Big, they call it the mountain wheel, I think. But it's basically a Ferris wheel. It's got an enclosure though.
It's a nice place to visit. And
then across from that, they got the Mountain Mile, and and they have a really nice restaurant there that we like, the Azul. And they got Flavor Town there also, which we've been to.
And Azul, they opened up this year, right? I think.
I want to say it was 2023. It may have been at the end of 2022.
Yeah.
I'm not.
The year again, it just went by
Sure
so fast.
yeah.
It's like one big blur.
Yeah, but Azul, I definitely recommend.
Yes.
Eating at Azul, man. I had a really good steak there. It's a.
We both.
They claim to be a Tex-Mex type restaurant.
My fajitas were amazing.
Yeah. If you check that video out, man, it was some really good food.
Every time I look at that video, it makes my mouth water. Makes me want to go back and get some more of that food. It's so good.
We also ventured out to the some of the Dollywood resorts.
Mm-hmm.
We went to Heart Song. It had just opened, and then we did Dreammore because we'd never been there.
Yeah.
And Dreammore, Heart Song's the newest resort for Dolly, and but the Dreammore is, man, that's a pretty nice place too.
Mm-hmm.
So, they got two really nice resorts.
I like all the memorabilia that they have at the Dreammore.
Yeah. It's more Dolly based as far as I was concerned.
It has a lot of the Dolly pictures, and you can see how much she has done in her lifetime in movies and music. And just walking through the hotel, and then they have some of her instruments on display.
Yeah, it's kind of in a way like a museum.
Kind of like a museum. And it's a beautiful hotel, beautiful resort. Yeah, so it's definitely a place that we enjoyed walking the grounds and capturing everything on video. So
I recommend, again, if you're coming to if you're going to go visit the park Dollywood, or go into this greater Smoky Mountain area, it's definitely worth a stop in, because you can go eat at the restaurants at the resorts also. You don't have to stay at the rooms.
You don't have to be staying there to have a meal, breakfast, lunch, dinner. I believe they serve all three. So in their beautiful restaurants,
So I recommend going to visit the resorts if you're in town here.
Yeah, they're right there down the street from Dollywood, so real close proximity.
Now one of the restaurants that I really enjoy going to here, it's in Sevierville. It's called Five Oaks Farm Kitchen, and we went there on Christmas Day actually. But we've been there several times since we've moved down here to Tennessee. I actually went there once with my nephew Jared and his girlfriend and son, and so it was fun visiting with them and going there and sharing that with them.
Yep, we have some videos on the Five Oaks.
Five Oaks is really neat.
They make a really good chicken pot pie and some fantastic chocolate cake.
You really like the desserts, huh?
Peach cobbler.
Their peach cobbler.
Their ice cream is amazing. So I love the ice cream that comes on that peach cobbler.
Yeah, it was called a sugar vanilla bean, I believe, and it's a good ice cream.
That's ice cream like you used to get back in the super early 70s and 80s, where it came with all the natural stuff that the milk has. So their ice cream tastes like silky and smooth, and
there's something about the real dairy fats that make ice cream or something tastes really good.
So definitely gonna be having some more of that.
So Five Oaks, been there several times, and of course next to Five Oaks restaurant is a place called Skyland Ranch, which is has the sky lift or ski lift, however you want to call it, that goes up to basically like a farm area, and that's a lot of fun to go up there and do
I liked some of my favorite things there were the miniature farm animals.
Yeah, the miniature farm animals.
And then their beautiful bakery.
They have a bakery,
cafe
restaurant type thing, And they had, they make good drinks, like the, your coffee.
Kind of like a frappuccino.
Yeah, like a caramel frappuccino type thing, it was really good. I'm not sure what brand they use for coffee, but it was really, really good though. They made it well. And of course they have entertainment up there pretty much all the time. They got guys that do the trick ropes and the whips, and And then they have music on certain days too.
Yeah, and then that new lookout point that they installed so that you can walk around, and it takes like a walk around of the property, but you can look out, and it's because it sits high up.
Yeah, it sits high up.
So you can kind of see the city. So
so you can look around
pretty place.
that part of Sevierville and into Pigeon Forge, and you can see they have the little markers that show you the different mountain peaks. You know, so you'll know, like, well, that peak is, you know, that mountain, that peak is that mountain, and so on and so forth. And they have a roller coaster, a mountain coaster there that, you know, we haven't done that yet, but it looks like it could be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and that's across that Skyland Ranch is across from the Tanger Mall.
Yeah, the Tanger Outlet.
Which is another video we did.
Yeah, we went to Tanger Outlet.
Finally got a chance to go do a little bit of shopping after many months of unpacking, doing other videos, and working, and just everyday life stuff.
Yeah. Well, in fact, I think I got this shirt here there at the
Columbia store. The
Columbia store. I have. There's another YouTuber down here that's pretty popular that we asked him where he got a shirt just like this one. And he said, you know, the Columbia store. So I think I got the last one. It was, you know, this one I got it at a really good price too. But, you know, we have that in the video.
You both look very festive in them.
Yeah, you know, they're pretty nice. You know, I was telling Veronica, I said, you know, when I bought it, I didn't realize that, you know, it was a Christmas shirt. She kept calling it a Christmas shirt, and I was like, it's not a Christmas shirt. It's got palm trees. You know, and I got to look and I said, yeah, it's got Santa and Santa sleighs, and you know, Santa's out fishing and all that stuff. So yeah, it's a Christmas shirt. Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad I got that. And, you know, shout out to Will. Thank you, Will, for telling us about that. So, anyhow, then we also went to a pizza place that we liked real well. The Country Roads Axe Company Pizza. It's Country Roads, right? Country Roads. It's in Pigeon Forge. Yeah, it's across from the Mountain Mile area, across the street, and it's one of the best pizzas. One of the best pizzas
we've ate at out here so far. Yeah.
And it was a coal fired oven, so it kind of makes a difference. You know, the coal fired oven, the flavor gets into the pizza dough and all that.
Yeah, and they had a really neat setup with the beer. So they have a lot of different brands of beer, and then they have them along the wall. And if you want to taste them, you know, you pay a certain price, and then they give you a wristband, and you go over there and you taste them, and then you know, whichever ones you want to drink, then you fill up the cup. And so that was kind of neat.
Yeah, they got the micro brewery type, you know, local beers.
So it's kind of like wine tasting, but with beer. Which is, and it's unique because what I liked about it too is that you do it yourself. You don't have to wait for somebody to
come bring you a beer.
Or to pour you the different samples. You just do it yourself because you've already paid, you know, the price, and so I like that. I thought that was really neat.
Yeah, there's another restaurant out here we haven't been to yet, but I've seen some information about they have the same type of thing. When we go to that restaurant, we'll try to show that as well. Yeah. So, and then as closer we got to Christmas, we went to Anakeesta.
Yeah.
That was
that's
fun trip.
Beautiful park.
Yeah,
beautiful.
If you're ever in the
amusement park,
Gatlinburg area, I recommend. I haven't been everywhere in Gatlinburg as far as the type of parks that take you up on a sky lift, ski lift type of thing. I haven't been to everyone yet, but Anakeesta was definitely worth going there. I would recommend it to anyone.
Yes, and they're expanding. They keep adding more things to it. So the park is fairly new, but
it's clean.
And it's clean. It's beautiful. The grounds are beautiful, but they also are adding more things to it. So we'll definitely be going back. I think we bought the annual pass.
No, not there yet.
Not there yet. Okay.
But we're going to. We're going to buy it. Yeah.
Yeah, so because we plan on going back again, and they also have some beautiful lookout points from the top of that
and you
mountain that you can look down.
Chances of seeing a bear there are pretty good. I mean,
pretty good, yeah.
we went there once and there was a bear sighting. So,
Yeah, bear sighting.
So yeah, if you're wanting to come to this area and see a bear out in the nature, then,
Yes.
there's definitely a lot of bears in the greater Smoky Mountain area.
And for those folks who love nature, and our brother-in-law, Greg, who also likes to do bird watching like we do as well, and we both enjoy seeing eagles when we are able to. Dollywood is a great place to see eagles. They have a sanctuary for eagles, and where they rehab them, you know, if they've been injured or whatever the case may be, and they have a lot of eagles that I never knew until we went there this year. And I was really surprised at how many eagles they're taking care of. So
it's an Eagle Foundation.
Foundation that
Dollywood,
you know, has, and so again, you can see the bears in Gatlinburg, in the mountains, and then eagles, the amazing, beautiful eagles. And we did
now
capture,
the eagles are in captivity. However,
because they're being
chances of seeing an eagle out in the wild are pretty good in this area also.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if you want to go see
an eagle,
real eagles, Dollywood has their foundation there that takes care of them and rehabs them, and so that's I never knew that until we went there this year, that's a place where you can see real eagles. So I thought that was really, really amazing.
Very nice. I mean, speaking of Dollywood, we've been there a couple times now since we've moved here, and we do have a season pass there. So we'll be going there a lot more, especially when they reopen in the spring. They're getting ready to close down now. I think January 6th is going to be their last day of being open for this season. So, but yeah, we're ready for 2024 to go to Dollywood a lot through all the different seasons, because they have different themes, kind of like different themes throughout the year, Right now, obviously, it's Christmas theme, and that's beautiful,
Yes.
Beautiful stuff. Dollywood's just a lot of fun to go to.
And we just bought her newest CD too, which we were listening to today. And I thought, Steve does a lot of the research, so when he asked me if we wanted to get, I thought sure, because it was Christmas time, and I thought, oh, Dolly must have another Christmas CD coming out. And we went to Cracker Barrel to get it, and they were sold out. We went again, they were sold out. And then finally, like the third time, they had gotten some more, a new shipment in, and we were able to get one. And so we were playing it. He listened to it before me, because when you,
That's the first time I listened to it.
Oh, was it the first time? Okay.
I've seen things online.
Oh, okay. So I was not aware that it's actually.
I knew what it was. Yeah.
It's not a Christmas CD. It's a.
It was just sold at Christmas time.
Classic rock and roll.
Yeah.
And so Dolly, I guess, paired up with all these different artists and redid songs from like the 80s and 70s and some maybe early 90s. And we just finished listening to her CD, and it's amazing. It's like, wow, it's amazing how Dolly can just cross all those different sectors of music.
In my opinion, she's a truly talented,
amazing
person.
Amazing.
In fact,
artist.
A little off of what we're talking about, but when I hear Dolly sing, especially her earlier stuff, it's like I think that's how angels are going to sound in heaven.
Yes, it's so beautiful. Just her voice is so beautiful, and then to hear all these songs that you and I grew up with. In our teen years, it was just like, oh my gosh, I remember that song, and she just redid a lot of those, and so we were enjoying her new CD earlier.
Of course, the 80s songs and that. I was in the Marines, and I was an adult by then.
She had stuff on there from. We were saying some of the artists were.
Well, she did songs like Peter Frampton. She did songs with. The lead singer from REO Speedwagon, and she sang with Steve Perry, from Journey. Journey song. And she sings other songs, like she sang a Queen song, but I don't know if any of the, of course Freddie Mercury's not with us anymore, so I don't know if anybody else from the band was on it. I don't think they were.
I'm not sure, I haven't read all the fine print on it, but
unfortunately, you know, there's still, you know, some artists that have passed away that she did some of the songs, like she did Purple Rain.
Purple Rain,
Prince,
yes.
A lot of good songs. So.
Yes. Really, really enjoyable to listen to her new CD and all those rock and roll songs. Because mostly when you think of Dolly, you think country music.
Country music, you know.
But no, she can definitely sing.
Yeah, she can sing anything.
Anything. She's an amazing.
I'd have to say if you know, I dabble in music a little bit myself, and if I had one person I wanted to do a duet with, it would probably be
oh, absolutely,
Dolly Parton.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
anyways, we got to enjoy her new CD today. The last day of 2023.
We finally listened to the music.
We've been so busy that we hadn't had time to put it on.
Yeah, we're trying to get out and show you folks all the different places to eat and things to see and do around here in the you know, the Great Smoky Mountains. You know, again, you know, we started the year, our journey off in Indiana. You know, of course, you know, we wanted to show stuff there and highlight that, and then we ended up, you know, deciding to, you know, go ahead and make the move to Tennessee, and you know, we've been happy that we've done it. And there's just so much to see and do around here. You know, and again, you know, we thank you for the people that have already subscribed to our channel, and you know, we really appreciate that.
And thank you for your kind words and comments.
Yeah.
We do read them and we appreciate them.
I try to respond to everybody, you know,
yes,
as quickly as I can. So yeah, but we do appreciate you leaving comments. We do appreciate, you know, hitting the like button.
And if you have questions, I mean, about, you know, things to do in this area, we will try to answer them. And of course, we'll be going out and venturing out some more and capturing some more places to visit.
There's so many places we already have planned to go visit in 2024, but if you think of something that you haven't seen us do yet, or you're curious about, you know, leave a comment and try to, you know,
research it and answer
and we're
it.
going to try to hopefully also adventure out a little bit past the Sevier County area. We've been to Knoxville once. We went to Knoxville to go to Gus's Chicken, which is another great chicken place if you like a spicy chicken.
Which is not super spicy, it's kind of medium, mild.
I'd say Hattie B's is probably a little bit
Hattie
spicier.
B is spicier, more kind of like for those folks who can handle the spiciness and, you know, they crave that spicy chicken. But Gus's is more on the mild, where it's like you taste spiciness and you're like, I think I want more of that. It doesn't burn your tongue.
It's definitely a good fried chicken.
It's a good tasting chicken. They make good tasting chicken there.
You know, speaking of fried chicken, you know, we've been to several restaurants where I've had fried chicken at, and nothing that I've eaten is bad. You know, I haven't had bad fried chicken. But some places are better than that. The Apple Barn, I thought, or Applewood Farmhouse, I had chicken there recently, just before Christmas, and I thought, as far as just a southern fried chicken, that was pretty darn good. It was a
you like
really,
your chicken.
Yeah, I like a crisp skin.
Yes.
With moist chicken throughout. You know, the meat pretty moist, and they, you know, they checked off all the boxes for that. So.
Now, this area is very popular also for what we're used to calling a hush puppy. Because when we ate hush puppies, it was from Juan John Silver's, and that's how I grew up knowing about hush puppies. But several restaurants in this area serve what we call hush puppy. They call them maybe a fritter or something else. And so far, my favorites have been the ones from the Old Mill restaurant and the ones from Gus's Fried Chicken. Gus's Fried Chicken had the
jalapeno
and corn in them, which you get a little bit of that little spicy.
I think it was a ham. They had ham in it too.
Oh, it was ham.
If you watch our video,
I think it was ham. So jalapeno and ham, and so you get a little bit of a kick. You know, you're like, oh, that's unexpected, but it's not super spicy. It's just a little bit of a spicy kick. And then the ones at the Old Mill restaurant, what I liked about them is they were lightly sweet super light and crispy on the outside, warm and light on the inside. And those had corn in them.
They had actual pieces of corn.
Pieces of corn. And so those were just really good.
Yeah, they were amazing. They were really good. Now, the Applewood farmhouse, they have what they call an apple fritter. However, although they're good, and this is just our opinion, it was a little bit, for me, I'm diabetic, so I can't eat a lot of sugary things, and they had a lot of powdered sugar and stuff on it. So for me and my health issues and stuff like that, it just wasn't as.
Yeah, because they were already.
I couldn't enjoy them.
They were already.
Not that they wasn't good, and I'm sure they're good to everybody else.
They were already sweet on the inside, and then they sprinkled powdered sugar on the outside, and then they serve them with apple butter, which apple butter is also sweet. Yeah. So it was just a little too much sugar. Yeah. But even for me, I'm a little too much.
Now, even with me saying that I'm diabetic, which I am, you're going to see me eat things that diabetic people probably shouldn't eat. But
and I always remind him, drink water.
Yeah, you pick your battles, and
yes.
You pick what you're gonna eat and all that. Yeah. So some things I won't eat, and some things I might cross that line.
But we'll probably definitely be going back to the Old Mill restaurant because
they have really good food at the Old Mill so far.
So far, I mean, and they had a really large menu, a lot of selections, and so I want to try some more items from the Old Mill restaurant and get those on video so folks can see when they're traveling through this area, looking, depending on what you may be craving. Maybe one of our videos will capture that for you.
Now, we've been to a couple of Mexican restaurants since we've been here too. Again, I've heard many people say, we lived in California for a long time, and Veronica's, grew up in California. I met her after I got out of the service. And our kitty's she's popped out of nowhere.
She's cold.
Veronica grew up in California. I met her after I got out of the Marines in California, and that's what took me to California. And then I took her back to Indiana for a while, and then back to California. But what I'm trying to get at is that a lot of other people that I knew in California had moved to the Midwest and the South area. A lot of people moved to Tennessee that I used to work with in California, and they'd say that the Mexican food's not that good in Tennessee. And we found a couple places that, it's authentic food. Now, everything they make may not be what you would get in California, but in California's Mexican food's pretty darn good. But I have one of the best Mexican cooks.
So far, what we've tried at the restaurant, the videos we have done here in Tennessee, has been good. Yeah. So far, what we've tried.
El Paso Mexican restaurant in Sevierville is really good. I mean, we've ate there several times.
And we'll be going back and doing some more, again, trying to capture the different items on the menu so that folks can see the variety that they have and how good it may be or may not be. Usually it is, but the other restaurant, El Ranchero Loco, also has really good Mexican food.
I mean, they all have authentic food, and of course, you got to understand that Mexico's a pretty large country also, so it's kind of like the United States, where something you're going to get in New York, it's not going to be the same in Texas or Tennessee or California. I mean, different parts of our country, here in the United States is, different styles of cooking, and Mexico's no different. I mean, you can get, Mexican food from certain parts, depending on where those people came from, that it's going to be different from region to region, and it's no different than Chinese food also. I mean, you got your, Szechuan and Hunan and the different types of Chinese food too. So, Mexican food's no different.
But so far, we've been really happy that this area has a lot of variety. Different restaurants, different types of foods, some fantastic cooks, and chefs that you go to some of these places and they actually do have some really, really good food. So for a tourist area, that's nice because a lot of times tourist areas don't.
Oh, we went to a Brazilian restaurant. For the first time we had Brazilian food. Is it gaucho or
Gaucho
urbano?
And we just fell in love with their lamb chops.
Yeah, so they had some of the best lamb. The lamb chops were the best item we had. We got this thing that you could try 16 different meats, which is a lot of food.
But I mean, I would go back just for the lamb chops and the dessert. So, yes, that's how good it was. Yes.
We got to eat a lot of different meat cuts and all that.
So that's probably,
it was a fun experience.
That's probably a place that's, even though it's busy regularly, I bet you it's gonna be packed for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, we're hoping to do something, Valentine's Day.
Because that's a beautiful restaurant. You would probably go on a nice date, very romantic.
It's probably one of the more date night places we've been to. Of all the restaurants we've been to here in Tennessee, I would say that's probably closer to what I would call a date night place.
It's a beautiful, beautiful restaurant.
Yeah. So I definitely recommend that
if you
place as well.
Want to try the different meats, or you can
a different style of cooking. I mean, it's
Brazilian cooking.
Totally different than American style.
Oh, they also offer, of course, smaller.
You don't have to get the big experience with all the meat. In fact, if you don't want meat at all, you can
order just a salad bar and a soup bar. So that's a really great place to visit any time of the year, really. Or if you're just traveling through and you want to eat a really nice restaurant, they have the white tablecloths on the tables and beautiful music and just the atmosphere is just so beautiful and romantic. And that's a really nice restaurant that we recommend.
Do you have a favorite restaurant that you've been to? Or not maybe a favorite, but different?
So far, I think what really sticks out from all the things we've tried, it kind of depends on what I'm craving, but the Old Mill and the Brazilian restaurant, Gaucho Urbano, and the Mexican restaurant, the first one, I'm sorry,
El Paso.
So far, those are my 3 go-tos. Oh, and Five Oaks. So I actually have 4 so far. And just depending what part of the area we're in, I mean, there's a lot of good places. And again, it just depends on what I'm craving, because if it's pizza, then it's the
country roads.
Country roads, country roads. So it kind of just depends on what type of food I'm craving. But we are so fortunate that we have so many choices in this area.
There's definitely a lot of good choices.
No reason to eat at a bad place when we have so many good ones.
That's true. But there's also, don't rule out some. I don't know if you consider Long John Silver's a fast food or not.
Kind of, but we'll be doing a video on Long John Silver's in this area because we have tried it and it is pretty good. So we're going to go back and capture that.
There's some food that you don't have to spend a lot of money, or you can get it semi-quick. So we're going to try to show some of the foods, because place to place, I've been to places that McDonald's is terrible, or McDonald's is good. It's I'm not too good.
But I mean, if you're traveling, it's go experience something new, right? It's there's so many good restaurants here.
We definitely like to try to show some more mom and pop or small chain type. Because there's some restaurants that turn out that they're not like a chain, as in every restaurant's the same, but the same mother company owns different restaurants, and some of them within that, there's some restaurants that aren't
so good,
and some are really good. So that's kind of funny. But,
interesting.
But then again, even a place like Cracker Barrel, which is, I guess, all over the United States now, is that there's some Cracker Barrels that are just definitely better than others.
Yes.
And the ones in California, in my opinion, aren't as good as the other ones out here in the Midwest and South.
Yep.
South.
At least last time we tried them in California, they weren't that great.
It's
so
been
it's
a couple
weird
years.
how that varies. Just I mean, again, it's the same restaurant, run by the same corporation, but the ones in Tennessee just seem to be better.
Yeah. Who knows?
But I think we should probably be wrapping it
Yeah,
up.
we need to wrap it up. We've taken enough of your time. And of course, we've got things we still have to do. But we wanted to talk with you on the last day of the year here, 2023. And we hope everyone has a safe New Year's Eve tonight. And that, we hope that 2024 is going to be a great year for you.
For you and for everybody, and a better year for all us as we continue to come out of the pandemic and venture out and explore new areas and make those connections with our friends, our family, and coworkers, and continue to stay connected and enjoy life as much as we can.
So thanks for watching, everyone.
Thanks for watching, and we count our blessings, and we count you as a blessing as well. Thank you for subscribing to our channel.
Thanks very much.
Okay, bye-bye.